What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video we're going to be showing you how to identify rare Hot Wheels, such as a premium set like this or some treasure hunts like this. So first we're going to talk about how to identify a treasure hunt like these and how to identify a super treasure hunt. So first we're going to talk about a car like this right here. This is just a 99-cent Pontiac GTO. It's a mainline because you could obviously tell there's nothing too fancy and there's nothing really special about it unless everybody's wanting to buy it. Let's move on to some details on a treasure hunt. Here's a treasure hunt right here. This one was very hard to get this year because there was a lot of factory theft. So not a lot of people have this treasure hunt this year. But here's a way to tell that it's a treasure hunt. As you can see on the card right there, there's a Circle Flame logo. And there's, on every treasure hunt, there's a Circle Flame logo somewhere on the car. So on this particular car, it's on the eye of the duck. On this car, which is a Lamborghini Countach, it is right there. So there's always a location that you will see a Circle Flame. Now, another way of telling is, I don't know how well we're going to be able to get this. On the back of the card, there is a logo, which is the same Circle Flame logo. I can show a picture of a card that has this. Here's one. You could see back there, the Circle Flame logo is on the card behind the car. That's one other way that you could tell it's a treasure hunt. If you see a treasure hunt, you should pick it up because it's always going to be more valuable than just a regular 99-cent car. So, for example, this treasure hunt right here is valuable because not only it's a treasure hunt, but it also is a Lamborghini, and you don't see that very often. This treasure hunt is very valuable because a lot of these ducks this year have been stolen out of the factory. So when you're in the store, you want to be able to find a treasure hunt. So when you're looking at a whole stack of cars, maybe in a dump bin or on the pegs, you want to know, what am I looking at? So now a good thing to do is to make a list on your phone that says each case letter, and then it says the treasure hunt and the super treasure hunt. To identify what case you're looking at, you're going to go to the back of the car. Right here, it says the letter D. So the last letter on this whole set of letters and numbers is the case that you're going to be looking at. So this is the D case. Obviously, we start with A, B, C, D, and so on. They do skip I and O because it looks like a 1 and a 0, but that's just extra information. The last time I was at Target, I saw the pegs were loaded, and I didn't really know, what the treasure hunt was of that case, because I just didn't really pay attention. I was just very busy. So I was looking through the cars, and I was looking at this, and I was thinking this looked familiar. So then I picked up the list on my phone, and I realized this was the treasure hunt. And I was staring right at it, and I didn't know. So that's why it's very important to keep the list on your phone. So now here, the little Circle Flame is right there in between the two words. It's also on the back of the card packaging. It's very hard to see on this particular car because this is a big car. I was able to find 4 of these at Target. Let's talk about a super treasure hunt. A super treasure hunt is something that is worth a lot more than a regular treasure hunt because they are so much more rare, and with the amount of collectors today, it keeps driving the price up and keeps making it harder and harder to find. So now, an example of a mainline, which is the base form of the car, like this is a regular car. And here we have one out of the box. This is a Honda Civic Type R EK9. This is the mainline form, which, if you remember mainline, I was talking about 99-cent. This is the mainline form of the super treasure hunt. So now, this case that this was in 2022, it's now 2023, the case that this was in was F case. So you had to memorize or write it down on your phone, F-Case, Treasure Hunt, and Super. So now, if you wanted to get a Super, or if you wanted to find a Super Treasure Hunt of this car, and you want to know how to identify a Super Treasure Hunt, it's going to be very similar to a Treasure Hunt. Instead of it having a circle flame logo on the car, it's going to have a TH logo on the car, as shown on screen. And if you want to know, on the back behind the car, it's going to have a golden circle flame on the card itself. Just like a treasure hunt, but it would be gray instead of gold. So now, obviously, the Super Treasure Hunt of this Civic right here is going to look much different because it's yellow. They're going to use a special paint for it and special wheels. These wheels right here on these cars are plastic, but on the Super Treasure Hunt, it's rubber wheels, real rider wheels. And then if you're looking at the paint job on the Super Treasure Hunt is going to be very gold, as shown on screen, because it is a special paint. Now, this is very rare to find, but if you do find it, you're probably looking at a minimum of $50 to $100. And that's depending on which one is more popular this year, which one is harder to find this year, you know, and it all depends. Now we're just going to talk about regular Hot Wheels. Since Super Treasure Hunts and regular treasure hunts are very hard to find, we're going to talk about how to make money or how to collect good Hot Wheels that are easier to find. Here's an example. This car right here is a Bugatti EB110 SS. This car right here will not be in future cases as much because one is they don't make Bugattis a lot. So when you see the name Bugatti or you see Lotus or you see Ferrari, which you won't see anymore for other reasons, or if you see Lamborghini, those names immediately are going to be making the car more expensive. So if you see those names, I would pick it up no matter what the car is. Another way to make money is if you see this Civic that we were just talking about, you have another Civic Type R, but this one is a wide body kit and this one isn't. So you could take these two and sell them together on eBay or some selling platform, and you can make much more than if you were to sell them individually, because now you have a set of one non-wide body and one wide body. You could even look for cars that have matching paint on it. This year, we had a 81 Camaro, which this is the main line of the Super Treasure Hunt. I don't have a Super Treasure Hunt of this car. This paint matches the paint on this car. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you can see the hood is striped the same as the hood on that car. They're both Camaros, but they're just different years. So all the details on this Camaro are the same on this Camaro. So if you have them both, you could sell them as a set and make more money. Another way to make money on simple cars is knowing what's trending at the moment. So here's just a regular RX-7, but since it's a drifter car, and since it's very attractive and people like it, it might be hard to find, even though it's just a regular 99-cent car that you would see anywhere. So maybe a car like this RX-7 would be selling for 20 bucks because how many people are buying it, and it's becoming rare because everybody's buying it, not necessarily because it's a treasure hunt or a super treasure hunt. Here's something that you don't find very often in Hot Wheels. You'll find it in stuff like currency, like coins. You'll find errors. But in Hot Wheels, it's very hard to find errors because of how they're made. They're made so well that you won't see these. Here is a treasure hunt from 2022. This is the Hot Wheels Warp Speeder. I do have 4 of these treasure hunts in total. As you can see on the right here, we see the chrome paint on the wheels. That one has chrome paint. This one doesn't. So this car is going to be worth a lot of money, not only because it's a treasure hunt, but also because it's an error treasure hunt. Now moving on to Hot Wheels Premium. Premium is taking a regular 99-cent car and basically adding details like as if it's a super treasure hunt. They'll have rubber tires, they'll have better paint, and it's just more money, but you're also getting a better car. So here's an example of a set of premium cars. Now this set is, I believe we bought it for $25 because that would be 5, that would be 5, that would be 5, and that would be 10. estimated. So I believe it was $25 in Walmart, and it's selling on eBay for around $45, $50. So this already is going to make a lot of money. Now, one thing that we're looking for is those exotic names like Bugatti Chiron, Koenigsegg Agera R, and McLaren Speedtail. On top of the fact that it's a set where you have all these exotic rare cars together, they're also premium. So that makes it even more money because they're better detailed. They have, better paint, better wheels, better stickers. Here we have an example of a premium versus a mainline. On the right, we have a mainline, which is going to have a plastic chassis and is only going to be selling for 99 cents in the store. Now, online, this car will be selling for a lot more because this is a Skyline and everybody wants them, but in store, it'll be 99 cents. And in store, this will be $5. So here's some examples of what's different. The wheels you could obviously see are much different. The wheels on the left are nicer and they have rubber tires. The wheels on the right are not as nice because they're more of a plasticky and have plastic tires. The chassis, the one on the left is going to be metal. The one on the right is going to be plastic. And then the details. On both cars, they both have good details on the headlights. But if we go to the taillights, as you can see, the left is heavily detailed and the right not so much. Now, this particular mainline, they did a great job on it. Most of the time, they won't put headlights and taillights. They'll put one or the other. You might also want to look for stuff like this, which is a team transport set. In this set, a team transport comes with a truck and a car. They're both premium. They both have metal chassis. They both have nice rubber wheels. And normally the truck has some moving action to it. But the main attraction of these team transports will always be the car. So here we have Nissan Skyline R34, one of my favorite cars in existence. And this particular set right here comes with a nice Mountain Drift wide body Liberty Walk Skyline, and it comes with this truck. But what makes it so expensive is you buy it in the store for $12-13, but everybody wants the Skylines. So on eBay, it could be selling for $30, $40, $50, especially in the future when they're not making Skylines a lot anymore, or they stop making them. This will be a very rare set. Another thing you're going to want to look for is a 2-pack of premium cars. These are newer, and they're everywhere in Targets. And one recent set is the Skyline set, which obviously has an R33 and an R34 in it. They're Skylines. Now, this set is very, very expensive on eBay, not in stores. In stores, you get it for like $12, $10, whatever it is. But on eBay, since it's 2 Skylines, everybody wants the Skylines. It's just the price keeps going up. They're doing good on bid wars. So you should be looking for stuff, not only cars that are trending, but just cars that people like in general, like Bugattis and Skylines and Ferraris and stuff like that. So we come to the conclusion of what should we be looking for? Cars that are premium and that are rare. Cars that are treasure hunts and super treasure hunts. Cars that are trending. Cars that could be matched up in a pair and sold together. Cars that have a good brand name like Bugatti. And cars that are error cars like this with the missing chrome. So that's all for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and please leave any comments down below. If you have any questions, I will get back to you on the comments. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe the video, share it, get it shown to other collectors out there. Keep collecting, and I'll see you in the next video.